part of the Fulbright Student Award that I took part in, I went over to the Division of Sleep Medicine in Harvard Medical School, Brigham Women's Hospital. So it was to finish off my PhD and to finish off the last bit of doctoral research that I did when I was over there. While there, I was taking part in a number of different studies that they were doing there, as well as going to all the different classes in Harvard that we were asked to go to, and to take part in the different types of seminars that were there as well. I first heard about the Fulbright Student Award through a number of different flyers and posters that came around the Department of Engineering at NUI Maynooth. As well as that, a few friends of mine had also applied for and gone on one or two awards. So from that, I was kind of aware that it was an option, that if you wanted to go over to America, this was one of the possibilities, and to try and get access into these different leading kind of research institutes. I had previously been in touch with a number of different researchers over there, so I had some links in with some of the work that I was doing as part of my PhD. So I had been in contact with those and done some work before and collected some data. The specific research that I was doing when I was over there was going back over to analyse the data that had been collected. So this was been used then as part of the very end of my PhD and the doctoral research that I was doing. So I had quite a close relationship with the guys beforehand. And I used this then as part of kind of the foundation for the research, and why I was applying to Fulbright, to enable me to go back to finish off what needed to be done to try and write up my thesis. During some of the first few weeks that I was in Boston, there was an event for Fulbrighters that had recently started over there. When I arrived, there was, I think, about 200 people in the room. So there was already a huge collection of people of Fulbrighters from all different places in America and around the world. And through this then and a few other events, there were kind of follow-up events, we had made kind of close friends with some guys, in particular some people from New Zealand, so we still actually keep in contact afterwards. During my Fulbright experience in Boston, I went over to Chicago down to one of the Fulbright enrichment seminars that were going on over there. So that was a weekend where we spent in Boston, where we brought together again about another 200 Fulbrighters into one room. So when you were there, you got to meet people from all over the world, from a number of different locations. And it was really nice kind of getting to talk to them, getting to know them, finding out what they were doing. As part of that, what we also did together was did a kind of a fake presidential election. So we had to nominate candidates. We had to pretend to be either from the Republican side or a Democrat side, and then we had to have mini elections. So to go up and pick a different candidate, and then it went to the final. So this was quite a nice way to kind of get to meet people, and that was quite a nice thing to do. I was really surprised going over to the research institution that I was going to. It had a huge amount of infrastructure in terms of collecting huge amounts of data. So it was really fantastic to be able to be part of that group as part of a Fulbright award. As part of your Fulbright experience, I really think you're just trying to immerse yourself in the different types of culture that you're there. So, but going out and kind of experiencing the whole all-American culture that you can try to get your head around. One thing that really fascinated me when I was there was that I kept going to different types of health technology talks, something that would be very interesting to me. At the end of my Fulbright scholarship over in America, I returned to Ireland and I became one of the researchers in the Centre for Effective Solutions for Ambient Living Awareness up in Dundalk IT. So Fulbright really enabled me to be able to get that position. And then in the year since I've come back, I've put in different number of proposals, and one of which has come directly out of the work that I'd done in Boston beforehand. I think one of the big things that I really enjoyed about getting Fulbright and by kind of becoming involved within the Fulbright community was getting involved with the TEDx Fulbright. So TEDx is an event which is all about sharing ideas that are worth spreading. In terms of applying for one of the Fulbright scholarships, I would really recommend people both to try and make links with different colleges over there so they know where they're going, if that is going to value them and where they go forward. And the second piece of advice that I would give is about talking to people who have either applied for Fulbright in the past or have gotten Fulbright in the past, so they know what the process is about. It's something that would really kind of give them a good insight into what the application should look like and what the interview process would be like.